Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Saltcast. I am your host, Alex. I'm here with Sebastian and Bert, my two co-hosts, as always. How is everybody doing?
I'm dying.
Oh, Bert, you're dying? You're sick?
I have a disease.
Is it the VOD?
I don't know what it is. I think it's just a cold.
Is it the ugly?
I've had that my whole life.
That's chronic.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I've learned to live with it.
Well, that's good. So this episode, we're going to kind of be Venom, The Last Dance just came out earlier this week, or last week.
Prep ep.
We haven't seen it yet, so we're going to talk about the first two movies and kind of what we are expecting for Venom: The Last Dance. Those expectations are pretty low. And then our following episode after this will be our full review of Venom: The Last Dance. So,
man, unfortunately, we should have totally done a Halloween themed episode, but what can you do?
Yeah, missed opportunity.
You guys have costumes for Halloween?
Nope.
I'm going as an inflatable dinosaur.
Like the classic one from the memes?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nice.
Actually, just to keep it on the Halloween trend real quick and also kill some time, if you know what I mean. Anyone here a fan of the Halloween Town movies?
I just rewatched the first one with one of my friends.
I love Halloween Town.
I do too. I used to remember watching those around this time of year. I
literally watch them every single year. I freaking love them.
They hold
and then
up.
She goes trap apart. You know.
Yeah, I do like the Halloween Town
a
movies.
spell, and then she goes trap apart, and then it's like it's pretty good.
That was
First one
another
is good.
Spill.
That was another one of those movies that like made me like fall in love with magic as a concept.
Yeah.
That was like one of the earlier times I saw it.
How many are there? I know there's Halloween Town,
4.
Halloween Town 2, Return to Halloween Town. Then there's Halloween Town High. What is the one I'm missing?
I think that's it.
I think there's 4, yeah.
There's
Return to
4.
Halloween Town is different from Halloween Town 2?
I'm not sure, actually, now that you mentioned that.
Because I know for sure there's Halloween Town, obviously. The Return of Halloween. Oh, there's Revenge of... What's his name?
Excalibur.
Oh, yeah.
That's the third one, I think.
That's the
I think
second.
so.
Oh, okay. So third one is Return to Halloween Town?
Yeah. I'm pulling up the wiki just so we get it right.
From my memory, the second one's the worst, because that's the one where none of it is in Halloween Town.
Is
Third
there
one,
5?
they obviously return to Halloween Town.
One of those rumored.
Look, the point is, Halloween Town rocks. Halloween movies are pretty cool. Halloween's my favorite holiday, actually. You guys have any other,
There's 4.
killer Halloween movies besides Halloween Town?
I
think
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is a classic.
That's
That's like everyone's classic, though, I feel like.
That could also be a Christmas movie, though.
Nothing wrong with that. Oh, I don't know if this one's going to make sense, but Girl vs. Monster.
Yeah, with Olivia Holt.
Yeah, that one's pretty good, I think.
And
I remember that. These
that
Disney
one
Channel
kid.
classics.
Yeah.
It's also got that one kid from Minutemen.
Mm-hmm.
Flying Pete, is that it?
No, that's Hatching Pete you're thinking of,
Oh,
and that's a
Hatching
different
Pete.
actor. You're talking about the hit Disney Channel original movie Hatching Pete starring Jason Dolley and Mitchell Musso.
Yeah.
Dude, I love the
Never heard of
Disney
it.
Channel originals.
Hatching Pete, that's a classic.
The top 2 Disney Channel original movies, Minutemen, God tier, that's always up there, and Lemonade Mouth. Those 2 are great.
I hate Lemonade
Minutemen's
Mouth.
pretty good.
Minutemen is by far the best one. Hatching
Remember
Pete,
Radio
though,
Rebel?
another shit,
That one's
I don't like
good.
Radio Rebel.
That movie sucked.
I liked it. I don't
There-
care.
back
that
in
was pretty good.
Back in 2022, 2021, something like that, I actually went on a spree of just watching Disney Channel original movies, DComs, also as they're known.
Within the community.
Yeah, Minutemen holds up. Lemonade Mouth actually did not. That movie was insane. Hatching Pete holds up.
It's a hidden gem.
Radio Rebel didn't hold up. I mean,
What
there
there another one about a sweet 16 Wishes? Is that it?
16 Wishes, yeah, that's also with Debbie Ryan.
Yeah, I just remember the Debbie Ryan ones.
Why?
For some reason.
There's
I don't know.
so much better. Like 90% of them have Jason Dolly.
The GOAT.
He
That's
is
cool.
actually pretty good. Also, a lot of them also have Mitchell Musso.
Yeah. He was on Pair of Kings.
That was
Yeah.
a good show. You're the
Oh,
one
for
dude
some of the
left.
seasons.
Yeah.
I'm
And he
trying
was
to think
Oliver
of
in Hannah
other.
Montana.
Yeah, he was also Oliver. Do you guys remember what was it? The one with Brenda Song and she was like a martial arts soccer
Oh, yeah,
player.
Wendy Wu.
Yeah,
That was actually good.
that one was good.
I like
Yo.
that one.
We have not gotten to like the top most popular one yet, which is obviously how am I forgetting High School Musical? That's like obviously like the most popular one, but that wasn't my favorite one. You know what else is a banger? Do you remember Smart House?
Oh, yeah.
That was
Banger.
good.
I watched that a couple years ago. The
Phineas
classic
and Ferb
Camp
movie.
Rock. Camp Rock is freaking
Camp
awesome.
Rock's a classic.
I
that was a
stopped
good
during
one.
like apparently the Descendants ones are bangers, but those
are
was like
good.
after my time.
I actually liked those, except the first. I think the first two were good, and then they got like cringe.
Yeah, they do a little bit. But the first two I do actually like. Those are actually pretty
You
good.
guys remember a Teen Beach movie?
Teen Beach Movie, yeah, 1 and
Yeah.
2.
Those are pretty good, I think.
I liked those.
Yeah, I liked the first one. I was a
You kn-
big Disney Channel original movie fan. Frenemies, that was another one.
Oh, yeah. What was the one? It was with Demi Lovato and Selena Gomez, I think. They were
Princess
like
Protection Program.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that one.
That was on my watch list.
I'm trying to think of other ones that are not like directly related to a show because you know you had like the Sweet Life one and the Wizards one.
Hannah Montana.
Yeah, Hannah Montana. Do you remember? Let me think. Hold on, it'll come to me.
You guys know Brenda Song and Macaulay Culkin are engaged and have a kid?
I did not.
Yeah. Pretty wild.
That is kind of wild, actually. I didn't know that either of them were still around.
What was?
What'd you think? They just
No, that
died?
wasn't a Disney movie.
Maybe.
Never mind.
Nope. They're
What were you gonna
around.
say?
Sky High.
Oh, Sky High.
is
Yeah,
a
that's
banger.
a classic.
Yeah, not a Disney movie, but still a banger. I feel like the ones everyone knows though are
The good
High School
ones.
Musical and Camp Rock. You know, like those are the.
Yeah, those are like the big.
I remember everyone watching Camp Rock back in the day.
Yeah, me too.
Dude, Camp Rock's kind of funny. Like, have you seen like the compilation videos on YouTube of it out of context?
No.
It's funny.
Do you guys remember the 13th year
Oh,
where
with
the kid
with
turned
the,
into a mermaid?
Yeah, I remember that.
Or the one with the cooking kid? It's like $1 Million Cook-Off or some shit. The kid like is trying to be like a super cook, but he's embarrassed about it. It's basically High School Musical with cooking and not music.
This sounds familiar, but I can't like.
And then
picture
like
it.
the like big thing of the movie was like he never knew how to crack an egg with one hand, and then when he's in the final competition, he pulls it off.
Wow, incredible.
Man, Disney Channel original movies, DComs rock, man.
Yeah. It is
Anyways, though,
good. Anybody got any news this week?
kind of. It's not specific, but
I think something big happened. Oh, I have one thing.
okay.
Kinda
Let me
tragic.
finish. So Naruto had its 15th anniversary, like 2 years ago at this point, and they're like, we're putting out new Naruto episodes. They've been delayed, and finally, they've been talked about again, apparently coming out next year. Hopefully they're not just filler garbage. So,
That's
it's only
hopefully
3
good.
years late, but it's the 15th anniversary celebration episodes.
They kind of have to be good.
Yeah, so we'll see. Anyways, on to yours, Bert.
So, I admittedly didn't do too much research
On
because on like the follow up. But from what I heard, is you guys know how currently like when movies get like as they age, the government will like preserve them, like for like the classic medias, like
Yeah.
like the Wizard of Oz, for example, is public domain now. Like you can go and find the movie in the Library of Congress.
what? Right.
recently they decided that they're not going to extend that to like video games, which I think is kind of tragic because just how movies are a product of human labor, video games are equally the same, and they're just not being treated the same. So
yeah, I could see that. I honestly kind of doubt that will be a thing that is permanent. I'm sure that'll
Short
change
of
eventually.
pirating, there is currently no legal way of preserving old content. So like a movie can be 50 years old and I can go and download it and watch it on my phone. But there's like apparently the way the law is going to be now is that I can't do the same thing with like a video game. Like,
Yeah.
which I just think is tragic because that just means that unless if you have the original hardware,
Or if
legally
they
speaking,
ported it.
or they port it, but if they don't because companies don't
Yeah,
port
most
every
games
game.
do not get ported unless they're like mega successes, you know?
Mm-hmm. It just like a lot of games are just going to disappear.
That is true.
That's true.
I do think that's sad and unfortunate, but honestly, like I really do not think that's going to be something that like maybe it'll take a long time, but I think eventually it'll be considered the same as movies. Probably when we get like one more generation out and a new one in, you know, like after we go through another
hopefully.
rotation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's interesting because I just don't think people talk about it enough. Because I feel like for a long time, people kind of saw video games as a nothing thing. You know what I'm trying to say?
I do
Like-
agree with you. I think that kind of changed sometime in the teens of the 20-teens, you know, 2010s, somewhere
Around
in
like
that
when
time
Halo
period.
and stuff started coming out, when it really
I
started
don't even
gaining
think
traction.
then. I think more like 2015, 16ish. After
Yeah.
GTA 5 was more when it started being taken seriously.
When like YouTube and streaming and like there was
Yeah.
more of a money market to be made. But I think it just sucks.
It definitely does suck.
Because especially for like the classics, because Nintendo is notoriously bad at porting and preserving their old games. So now
yeah, even the ones
there's-
they have ported, like they ported Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and
all
Mario
those-
Galaxy 1, and they sold them in a temporary window, so they were only up for sale for like a couple months or something, and then they stopped selling them.
Yeah. And then you can, like, if you have the Nintendo Online subscription, you can play their classic games through their emulator, but that's through a subscription. You still can't buy the games to own. And licensing changes all the time, like what happened with the Crunchyroll and Funimation merge, where people that bought anime on Funimation lost their content.
True, that's unfortunate.
Like these, like no one talks about like your digital rights for things you buy. Like you don't own anything online, and like they're slowly being stripped away of that right to own.
Yeah, Steam
we've had
actually
that
recently
conversation.
put out a thing where they're like, we're being clear to everyone, you don't own digital games, you own a license to use it.
Mhm.
Or
Like when you
something
die,
that.
like Steam has a lifetime license that technically ends when you die.
Yeah.
That's their license policies. I looked into it as I was curious. That's what their official like statement is. So like technically speaking, I can't give my password to my son or daughter and they can inherit my library. When I die, my library gets deleted.
That's tragic.
I just think it's interesting because like if you think about it, you put a lot of money into your life. Like at least I have.
I mean, here's the thing, right? I don't think they would do that, but it is unfortunate that they can.
Yeah. And another thing I want to kind of talk about too is a lot of people are giving like complain about Steam being a pseudo monopoly in like the game market when it comes to like distributing PC games.
Yeah, I hard disagree with that.
I do too. And people will complain about how Steam takes like 20% of sales.
Yeah, I mean I would have to do more look into things to know if that's fair or not.
But like at least with the 20%, they like Steam almost directly reinvests it back in the community. Like I feel like of like the what they did with Proton and their whole like Linux gaming thing. That's what that 20% of games is like went into is paying the development of that. Which
They also
will
have killer sales
indisputably-
like all the time.
Yeah. And then they made like the Steam Deck, which is a whole new market. Like they opened a whole new market now.
Yeah. Also, like, people who say that Steam is a monopoly are ridiculous because there are actually, what is it, Origin, Uplay,
They're just
Epic.
not good.
Yeah, they are terrible. Epic Games Launcher existed on PC for like 4 years before they added a friends list. You couldn't friend people for years.
No, yeah, it's insane. Like Steam is only a monopoly because of how it just simply is better than anything else on the market.
Yeah, it really, like, no one else tries. Like, the best one is probably Origin, but, like, it's just okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I'm thinking of, apparently
And
GOG
even then, they're
is
all
good.
clunky.
People say
Like,
that one's good.
They take a while, at least from the ones I've used, like Origin, Epic,
Dude,
Uplay.
Uplay freaking...
They all are slow to load.
Yeah, well, no, not... Yeah, well, yes, but... When I use Uplay, dude, like, I feel like Uplay games download so freaking slow. It's definitely throttled. Like, it just goes so much slower than Steam.
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh,
Apparently the new Life is Strange game released too.
that's out already? Nice. I'm
I
excited. I'll have to look
happened
into
to see
that.
it on Steam.
When I opened Steam, the big things I saw was Red Dead 1 is on Steam now and Backyard
Yeah.
Baseball released. Those are like the two things on the homepage. I was like, hey, that's kind of cool.
New Life is Strange double exposure.
I'll have to
50
check
bucks.
that out. Is it all released or is it just
I'm sure it's the first episode.
yeah, so I'll wait. I'll freaking
I would
wait.
have to verify, but normally these games
Yeah, they
do
release
that.
in a toxic way.
That's good because that'll give me time to actually finish colors. And
Yeah, still haven't finished that. I've barely played that one. I was kind of pissed about that one because they spoil a character death in the trailer.
yeah, they do.
And when I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, well, this person probably dies in like the first 5 minutes of the game or something. So that's why they showed it. I played the game for like 2 hours and they didn't die. And I was like, kind of bothered because I was like, I don't even want to talk to this character because I saw the freaking trailer for the game. Like,
Yeah.
how toxic is that they showed that?
So I got past that part. That part is kind of like early on. It's weird, but it feels like such a big part of the game.
Should not have been spoiled, is the point.
No, I completely agree. It does suck.
Ridiculous thing to put in a
It
trailer.
makes
like,
it so much harder to get past, like, to play because you're like, why do I want
like,
to care about this
why-
person?
Yeah, it's dumb. They shouldn't have done that. But whatever. We'll move on. Finally get started on Venom. So Venom 1. If you guys remember much about it, some will say this is the best Venom movie.
I think
I
it is.
remember-
I haven't. That's with not seeing the third one, but yeah.
I remember
thinking
the
it was
big
just
things.
whatever.
I don't know if I remember every little detail.
I remember being like, that was fine. It was okay.
Yeah.
Didn't mind
Yeah,
it.
that's pretty much how I felt. It was all right.
The
was decent.
unforgettable thing for me about the first Venom movie, though, is absolute worst joke I've ever heard in my entire life. This one, like, while Thor: Love and Thunder is a worse movie overall, this one joke in Venom 1, I think, is worse than everything in Thor. The freaking rolling like a turd thing that goes on for like a minute straight.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh.
That joke is so freaking bad. That's like literally the worst joke I've ever heard in my life. And they just keep it going.
Rolling like a turd in the wind.
I was
Oh my
like,
god, yeah. Fuck.
This-
When you said that, it
Shut
clicked in
up.
my head.
Like this fucking justice.
That was
this
like
is-
the don't be a dick
stupid.
thing from Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they
Kinda.
over drag, like they do the jokes too long.
It's like,
Yeah.
we get it. Move on.
No, but Venom 1 was a fine movie. It was like whatever. It's kind of weird to me to do a Venom movie or multiple Venom movies without Spider-Man ever showing up. That's kind of the problem with the whole Sony Spider-Man characters universe. Like,
Yeah,
the
I
whole
keep
point of it
wanting
should
to
be
show up.
Spider-Man, but he's not in it at all.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where it's going, this whole Sony thing, but like at the end of I think it was Morbius. They were looking like they were trying to build a Sinister Six, right? They brought Vulture in.
Yeah, Vulture showed up at the end.
Is that just gonna go nowhere though?
I hope the Sony universe just dies and nothing happens with it. It's just all fucked.
And they pulled the biggest bait on us ever, where they pulled Tom Hardy into the MCU for 1 second and then pulled him out instantly. Like everyone was like, "Holy shit, he's gonna fight Spider-Man."
I think that his version of Venom is supposed to still like continue on outside of the Venom movies. Like there won't be like a Venom 4 or whatever, but he'll appear in maybe like a Secret Wars or something, and he will like face off with Spider-Man at some point.
I kind of don't even want him. Like I don't like
It's not
his
going to be
Venom.
the same Venom though.
Yeah, it would be. It'd be Tom Hardy's Venom.
I don't like his Venom. That's the problem.
Yeah, I don't really care for it much either. It's become way too jokey for me.
Like at best I can say it's all right, but I can't say that I like him.
Yeah. I mean, the look is great. He looks good. Minus he doesn't have his freaking spider symbol because he's never seen Spider-Man. But
yeah.
And I do like Tom Hardy. Like I think he does a fine enough job.
Yeah, but he doesn't write the
He's always
script.
sweaty.
Yeah, I just don't like...
My man doesn't write the script. The script is shit.
I don't like a lot of the jokes and a lot of the decisions that they make with that stuff. I want Venom to be more like dark and like really lean into the anti-hero stuff, but he's like definitely just more of a hero. Which is fine after like a while. But I want him to have the dark side too.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And then
Especially when you're introducing him, like show us, make us
Was it
scared of
Riot
him.
in the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was so like just whatever, like generic
Yeah,
enemy,
generic
you know?
big bad alien. Yeah, I agree. And then they're making like it seems like a bunch of like really big swings in the Last Dance movie with Null being revealed and all of that stuff. Like that's like Thanos level stuff. And I don't know,
I'm sure they'll use it as a joke.
Introducing it in this Venom movie that has no other connection to anything outside of it. Like, yeah, it's supposed to be connected to Morbius and all of these other Sony movies, but the Sony universe doesn't even connect to itself. So it's like, what? Doesn't make sense. So I don't know what they're going to be doing with Null. But apparently they have a big plan where it's going to be some kind of a big event movie. That's Sony's plan, but I don't know how that's going to work.
Like they've had zero average quality movies other than Venom.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They want it to be... They're going to bring... I mean, technically Sony still owns Tom Holland's Spider-Man, so like they could just do whatever they want with him. If they really wanted to. They can just bring him in. But I don't know. They should have used Andrew.
It's going to be what? It's going to be Venom, Morbius, and probably Vulture?
I have no idea. Craven, maybe.
Yeah, Craven too, yeah.
But who knows? It's a mess. There's no direction with that. Unless The Last Dance has freaking tied up a ton of loose ends and explained a bunch of stuff, but we'll see. We'll see next week. And then there's Let There Be Carnage, so there's that movie.
I was so excited for that movie.
I was too. I was like, okay, the first one was good. We're about to move into the second one.
Hyped too, wasn't it? Like, wasn't there a lot of like excitement around it?
Of Let There Be Carnage.
Yeah,
I don't remember the general opinion.
It wasn't
on
like
it before
super
it came
hyped,
out.
but because like all of them Sony movies have not been good. But I mean, it was somewhat anticipated just for the fact that Carnage was in it.
I think I was more excited at this point because this is like when I was still actually excited about Marvel movies or just like superhero movies.
Yeah, this was like just off of Shang-Chi, I think.
Yeah, I still had hope about movies.
But yeah, and then it was an absolute disappointment. I hated that movie. The movie freaking sucked. They wasted Carnage.
I thought it was just another mid-tier. I didn't think it was dog shit. I was like 4 maybe.
I thought it sucked.
It was disappointing.
Yeah, it was definitely disappointing. they wasted Carnage. They didn't lean in hard enough to all of his craziness and all of that. And so, I don't know. Huge missed opportunity. They could have done the Absolute Carnage storyline, didn't do any of that. Like, you don't have Spider-Man that's already going to take your movie down a couple points when you're using Spider-Man characters that depend on him a lot for their motivations and everything they do. So, I don't know. They brought Scream into that movie, wasted her. So, I don't know. They did introduce Toxin in that movie, which has potential to be cool.
Wait, Scream was in that movie? I don't remember that at all.
Yeah, for like a minute.
Who was it? Was just like a random person? Where did Scream come from?
Yeah. I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen that.
I don't remember that at all. The only thing I remember of Scream is from the game.
Yeah, that version's a lot better. And then they did introduce Toxin, which is pretty cool. Toxin has like potential to be pretty awesome in The Last Dance if he's actually used, but I don't know how much they're like leaning into him. So he's actually stronger than Carnage and like has the potential to be like a badass. There's so much cool stuff you can do with the symbiote lore. The Null thing is like, if it wasn't being done by Sony, I would be so hyped, but I'm like extremely scared that they're just going to waste one of like the coolest characters in Marvel that's been created in the last 10 years. Because Null is a new character. Go into it. Yeah, maybe the game could. That would be cool. But I don't know if they're going to use their last game, the third one, to continue a symbiote storyline when they've already done it.
They might throw it into a Venom game, though.
Yeah. It is more Venom-centric, but Spider-Man still does play a part. And it's a world, like, threat. Like, it's an Avengers thing. Like, in the comics, Null was the X-Men, the Avengers, everybody was involved in that. So it would be kind of a waste to just throw him into this stupid Sony universe and have him not do anything.
That's probably what'll happen, though.
Yeah, well, we'll find out next week.
I'm kind of excited to go to the movies. It's been a while.
Yeah, I haven't been in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't been in months.
I've been wanting to go. I just haven't like forced myself to go, but now I have to.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
For a bad movie, apparently, is what everyone's saying.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll give me the momentum, though.
I think it's going to be overhated. This is my guess, right, for Venom 3. I think it's going to be overhated. I don't think it'll be good. People are saying it's like terrible 1s and 2s, probably. I think it'll probably be another 4.
What are you each expecting out of it, like, as far as everything?
I'm expecting it to be the exact same shit as the last two, where it's just like okay action, very unfunny jokes, and it's just silly.
Yeah. I already didn't like some of the trailers and how jokey they are and some of the
I do think that this trailer was my least favorite trailer.
Like, why is Venom dancing? I don't need Venom to be dancing. Why? Like, just trying to make people laugh, and it's stupid. What do you expect, Bert? What's your kind of feel?
I just don't want to be bored. That's kind of all I expect.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's possible.
Sometimes, like, I don't know. It could be a bad movie, but it cannot be boring. But, like, the Borderlands movie was a bad movie, and it was boring.
I think it wasn't necessarily boring, but it was, like, ridiculously stupid. The boring Madam Web was boring.
Oh, yeah. Madam Web was boring.
That's true.
Madam Web was probably... that came out this year, right? Early this year?
I think so. Honestly, though, I think that for the Sony movies, I might have enjoyed Madam Web the most because of just how awful it was. I was like, I cannot believe that just happened.
Yeah, I'll forget Venom 1 and Let There Be Carnage before I'll forget Madam Web, probably. Just for the pure awfulness.
That's how it is for me.
Which is pretty sad when you think about it. But that's the Sony Spider-Man extended universe without Spider-Man. I really don't know what to expect from it because I want the Null stuff to be good. I want all of that to like lean into the comics and like actually tell that story and use the character with like all the potential that it has. Because Null is such a cool character. He like existed before anything else in the universe. He was like left over from the past universe, and like his backstory is really cool. The severed head of the Celestial Nowhere that's in the MCU, Noel did that. Like, there's all kinds of stuff.
It's kind of crazy, actually.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah. He
Sure, we'll
created
never
the
learn that.
symbiotes.
Yeah, they'll never talk about it.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm just expecting to be, as a person that knows the comics and knows the character from that, I'm just expecting to be very disappointed because they're going to probably dumb it down super hard. So I don't know. But the creator of Null, I think, who is it? I can't remember. I want to say Donny Cates, but I don't think that that's correct. But the creator of Null was talking about it after he found out that Null was in the movie, and apparently he was talked to a little bit, and he said, oh, it's awesome, and people are going to love it, and it does the character justice, and blah, 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 and he gives it his, like, approval.
I don't believe it. I think they'd have to say that.
Well, I don't know. I don't think he was involved in, like, the script or, like, the writing or anything, but he said whatever they decided to do was good.
Yeah,
but
he was contracted to say that.
Well, I don't know. There's been creators that have said the opposite when Marvel has done certain things, so
I guess we'll have to see then.
Somewhat of a good sign, I think. Hopefully. But we'll have to wait and see, yeah.
I hope we are just like, I hope we are like, that was better than we thought.
I hope so. That would be refreshing.
And everyone's like, everyone just on a hate train right now.
Yeah, I just want to get on the pod and be like, guys, Venom, pretty good.
It was okay.
Not great, but it was good. I had a good time.
I kind of am expecting
and I want them to
that.
get me excited. I want them to like have me looking forward to something coming, you know? Like,
It's been a long time since I've been excited about a movie or something.
Yeah, especially Marvel
I don't think
movies.
it's going to happen in the Sony universe, though.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I'd
I'm
really
trying to
doubt
be
it.
optimistic.
But we're talking about what we're hoping for.
Yeah,
Not what
that's
we
true.
think is really going to happen.
Let me be blindfully hopeful.
Yeah, but that's really all we have to say about the Venom stuff. We'll have a lot more to say once we actually see it and we give our full review and our scores and all of that. What else is going on? Anything else that we need to hit?
Yeah, what's everyone been up to?
Bert, you want to go first?
I guess I can talk about something small I did. So for my classes, I was getting super like, this is such a niche little like dumb thing, but I was getting really annoyed of having every time I went to check my assignments, having to log on to my Canvas like page. So I ended up making a little Python script that pulls my to-do list and saves it to a text file. So then I don't have to keep logging on.
Hell yeah.
And that is it.
I used to have something like that for updating like my, at the time before they freaking changed it to Outlook, my Windows calendar thing, download it from my like school website.
Yeah.
Like, apply it.
I can probably do that.
I
That'd
don't
be
know.
cool to do.
But I don't know how it works with Outlook. I mean, it's probably possible, but
Yeah.
I freaking hate the new freaking Windows Outlook mail / calendar combination thing. It sucks. I hate it.
Mm-hmm. I don't really know. I don't use Outlook on my computer. I just use the web version.
Yeah, I should, but I don't know. Do you guys been playing any Epic Games lately? Big game came out last weekend.
I started playing Black Ops 6.
That's the
How
one.
is that?
It's okay. I've
Those
played
zombies.
Zombies once.
They're all the same though, aren't they?
Yeah, kind of. I played Zombies once, so I don't like know much of like the lore and everything that's going on, which is what I used to like really like about Zombies.
How does it feel?
It feels a lot better. It's round based, so like the map was somewhat interesting, but the people that I played with ended up all dying and then just quitting, so we stopped the game and I was like still going. Like I could have kept going. But it's the map is really big. It feels like it'd be really hard to die. At least that's what I felt like. We were in like the 20s and I was like hadn't gone down and it was like feeling pretty easy. It was just
Do they have any
training around.
cool new wonder weapons?
What
I actually didn't get any of the wonder weapons, so I don't know.
what COD does it feel most like? I know it's not like BO3.
I would probably say so. Yeah, maybe BO3, but like
No
just
way.
bigger. But the fluid, like the movement thing that they did, like the 360 movement.
BO3 zombies or BO3 multiplayer?
Probably both, to be honest.
The multiplayer you
about
could like
the
run on
zombies.
walls and shit, couldn't you?
Yeah,
And it had like classes.
yeah. There's no like hero classes anymore, which I prefer not having. It's more, I don't know. It's like an old school mix with a new school because of like the new movement mechanic thing.
World War II.
World War II.
Boots on the ground.
It feels better than World War II. I don't
Play
know.
the
It's like,
campaign and then let us know how that is.
yeah. Apparently that's really good, is what I heard. But
I've actually heard that their last few have been pretty good. Like they've been picking up their campaign game every time, is what I've heard.
their campaigns are always like kind of fun because it's just like being a part of a super like over the top action movie.
Yeah,
So,
but
like, if
for
you're
like
into that,
like a
it's
Michael
fun
Bay
for what it
movie.
is.
there was like a game or two where they had no campaign, like they were trying to get rid of it.
Yeah. But their campaigns are always like a cool spectacle type of thing. Like I remember thinking back like MW2 days with the crazy stuff
Shooting
that was
up
going
the
on in that
airport.
campaign. Yeah, like the craziness of that. Like
But that's
their
what's cool.
campaigns have always been cool.
What's cool about the linear type of games is you
Yeah,
can set
and the
things
big
up like
set
that.
pieces are always kind of fun.
Oh, one
Yeah,
thing
I
I did
agree.
do. Started playing the Lego Batman game on my Steam Deck.
Those are
Oh,
good.
those are bangers. All the Lego games are good, actually.
They were on sale. It was like the trilogy. It was like $5. So it was
I think Lego Batman is really good. I played Lego Avengers, and I think I actually prefer. I like Marvel better than DC, and I think I prefer Lego Batman, to be honest.
As for the Lego games, I think I prefer before they turned into like these big open world ones. Like the more linear, like level ones, like the Lego
Yeah.
Star Wars original complete saga was great. Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Lego Indiana Jones,
Yeah.
Lego
I don't have
Batman,
them. They're
like
on
you said.
sale on Steam right now.
And Lego
Yeah,
Harry Potters are freaking awesome.
Yeah, I bought the. 'Cause I had the first game with the first couple years, but I didn't have the other game. I bought that too.
I played the Skywalker Saga thing, the Lego game, like the huge.
I know,
So
it was
complicated.
terrible.
It was
though.
so massive that I just got overwhelmed and I couldn't do it anymore.
That is exactly what happened to me.
I got bored.
I opened the menu and it was, I don't remember the number, but it's something like hundreds of collectibles on your area. And I was like, just, I'm out of here. Refund. And I
Yeah.
loved Complete Saga, the original.
I know. I liked those. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Still growing my Venus flytraps. They seem to have sprouted back and have created new traps that are growing.
Nice.
So
Glad to
there's
hear.
hope. There's hope for them.
I want to get into plants too.
Get carnivorous plants. They're more cool.
It is cool.
I think I'm going to get a pingicula next. Or maybe
Are
a
you gonna
sundew.
feed it?
Yeah, eventually. I mean, it'll probably catch stuff on its own, to be honest. There's always bugs in the screen in our house, so...
Man, you know what I started playing recently, mostly just because Halloween is the time of the year, is I got back into Dead by Daylight. I used to play it a lot in high school.
Ooh.
I
liked
got like
those games.
200-300 hours. It's only one. What do you mean those games?
Oh, Dead by. I think it's Dying Light.
No. Yeah, so I've been playing Dead by Daylight, and holy crap, this game is like the Fortnite of the horror genre. Every goddamn horror character is in this. I couldn't believe it. They got like Chucky, they have what's his name? Michael Myers.
The Beetlejuice.
No, they don't have Beetlejuice. They have
Adam. I feel
Freddy
like
Krueger, Pyramid Head,
the
freaking
Ring Girl.
what, the Shining Girl from the TV they even have.
What the?
They got everyone. And then like you look at the survivors, they also have everyone. They got fucking Nick Cage. They got like
Is this
half
game
the
worth
Stranger
playing?
Things cast. If you're into like those types of games where it's like, you know, the survive the killer type of thing.
I've never played it because I never like. I
You
never
know what I
wanted
mean?
to
Like,
learn
that's
it by
almost like its
myself.
own genre. You
No,
know?
I know exactly. When I was younger, like when the game first came out, I loved watching this on YouTube because I loved like the genre, like the chase and whatever. But I never like mustered up the courage to actually play it.
Yeah, I play it all the time. I have a friend that it's like their favorite game, and like that's why like back in high school we used to play it all the fucking time, and then I like stopped because I was like, fuck, we played like 300 hours of this game. I'm sick of it. finally started playing it again. So obviously they're like, finally, let me hop on too. And it's fun. I would never play it alone because it's the type of game where one bad teammate guarantees a loss, you know?
Yeah.
So that kind of sucks. But if you have like 3, because it's a 4 team of survivors versus a killer, if you have 3 like pretty good players, you might be able to go through anyways. But like playing with 2 is rough sometimes because you get just fucked when someone just is stupid.
Mm-hmm.
But it's fun. I'm having a little bit of trouble though because last time I played there was like 5 killers and now there's 30 plus. So like there's so many people I don't know what they can do where I just get bodied because I didn't know they could fucking shoot a projectile or something, and I'm like, you know, like I'll be like
expecting it.
Yeah, I'll be like trying to run them around something where I'm like, can't get me over here, and then they just fucking pull out a gun and shoot me. I'll be like, what the hell?
It is.
But I mean, I'm sure that will stop when I start to get to know all the characters.
Though. It's kind of exciting.
Yeah. What I also like about Dead by Daylight is like it doesn't feel bad really losing because the point, at least it used to be, I don't know if it's still the case, but like you get a certain amount of like game points to like what they call pip in the game, which is like progress in level. So it's like if you don't escape, you're like, well, I got enough points to pip hopefully, so it doesn't really matter. So like your team can body you from winning the game, but you still rank up because you did enough stuff.
Okay. So there's objectives and then there's escaping.
Yeah, like you like 90% of the time, unless you literally did nothing the whole game, if you escape, you'll rank up. But you can also rank up without escaping if you just actually fucking did your job.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's I would say if you have it or if it's on sale, pick it up. Yeah, I'll play it with you a couple times. Like, I'm not great anymore. I'm okay. But like I said, if it's not a killer that I knew, I basically don't know shit.
No, but I'm gonna reinstall it because I don't have it installed.
Yeah, go for it. It's fun. It's like, and I also like it because it's like one of those games where it's like you load up a match and it's like 20 minutes, maybe 20, 30 minutes on a long one.
Yeah.
So it's like if you actually do have a dog shit game, it's like whatever the next one hopefully isn't as bad.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like a big commitment.
I'm much more inclined to learn a game if someone's with me learning it. I don't know why. It's just like having someone else to talk to makes it easier.
Yeah, and it fits the mood. Like it's fun. I've always liked horror stuff.
Yeah, you can like get into it and actually get scared.
Funny. Well, it's funny because like obviously when I first started playing the game, I would get scared. These days, I don't really get scared playing it unless it's like a fucking totally out of nowhere jump scare. I'll be like, oh shit.
Yeah,
but usually I don't get scared.
I hate horror stuff.
I think it's just fun, like funny. Not necessarily like I don't think it's top writing or anything. It's usually stupid, but it's mostly just I love I guess I like creepy more than actual horror. Like I don't like I don't like to just watch scenes of people getting dismembered and getting jump scared, but I love watching the fucking killers move. It's so cool.
Yeah, that is true. That's why I like Supernatural a lot.
Yeah, me too.
Because it has a lot of the like horror vibe, but not really the like in your face, like actually like
it's more creepy
horror
than scary, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
That's kind of like where I'm into the horror vibe is on that side of things.
Makes sense.
It's fun. It's not like God tier or anything, but you know, it's good every once in a while.
Gotcha.
Besides that, I've been gaming Super Mega Baseball still, which is fun. I guess I play it like on my Steam Deck every so often.
Yeah, that game is fun. I do enjoy it.
That's it. Halloween's coming up. I emptied some pumpkins today to get them prepped for carving. That's my favorite part, is just emptying them, and then I give them to someone else to carve because I just love taking the stuff out. It's like
That's
so
funny.
fun. I feel like
Oh yeah, I'm gonna be carving a pumpkin tomorrow.
I freaking love taking the stuff out, dude.
Be epic.
I'm doing nothing. I think I might go to my friend's house Halloween night,
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
but
Are you gonna get
That's
with
about
with a slutty nurse on Halloween, Bert?
thinking a slutty bronchiosaurus, to be honest.
Nice.
Nice.
To match
you-
to my T-Rex.
First, have you ever? What is the most complex puzzle you've ever assembled, piece wise? Like a 10-piece?
Probably like a 30 piece when I
Dang,
was like
that's nothing.
a child. We were at my grandma's house when I was
You haven't done a
5.
puzzle since you were like 5?
No, I haven't done a puzzle in a long time.
I
Dang.
haven't either until recently. We started a puzzle and it's actually pretty fun. It's like not to just sit down and do the whole thing because it's a 1,000-piece puzzle, but like every so often you're walking by, you're like, let me see if I can book it. I try to do like 10 to 20 pieces a day if I can. Obviously, sometimes it gets really hard, but
Yeah,
I've been making some good progress.
Yeah,
Let's
we've
see if we
been
can
making a
find a
puzzle.
puzzle.
It's a Spider-Man puzzle. It has like all the spider
Yes.
people.
My mom bought a puzzle when we were at Costco, so now I'm kind of wanting to do it. After
Puzzles
hearing
are
you
fun.
guys
They're
doing
like
it.
relaxing. Like you kind of just stop
Yeah,
thinking and just turn your brain
I feel
off.
like would be like Legos.
It kind of is. Yeah, it's a
I
similar
don't
feeling.
do Legos, but maybe.
I love Legos.
I built a Lego Infinity Gauntlet, and that was so much fun.
I still every year will ask for Legos for Christmas for my parents.
I
Nice.
fuck with Legos.
Yeah,
I've
I
always
got
considered getting
Mjolnir.
into it, but like, you mean Jonathan?
Yeah, I have the Starry Night Lego set.
Nice. I
I
have a
haven't
real
finished
Jonathan.
building it yet. I have the
Sits right here in front
bonsai
of my
tree
desk.
Were we together? I remember in a
from the
recent
moon
memory,
lander.
I went to a Lego store. Were we all there?
Mm.
There was at some point in my life recently that I went to a Lego store and I was like, damn, this shit's expensive.
I don't know. Every time I go into a mall, I go into it. If they have a Lego store, I go into it.
Yeah, there's only one mall I know of that has it.
Yeah, I don't know where I was recently. I think I might have been in like Ohio or something.
Oh, I think we were together with the Lego store.
Yeah, and there's a huge Hulk in Avengers Tower, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we were
I've seen
together.
those.
It was like,
Well, we saw a
Avengers
movie that
Tower,
day.
like $1,000. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
It
Legos
would
are
be
expensive
cool, though.
these days.
Yeah, they
They
are.
have always been expensive.
Yeah, but they've gone up.
But they're
Yeah, but
also
honestly,
getting bigger. Like,
I built a couple of dollar store Lego sets, the tiny one. Then you're paying for
You pay
the
for
easy
quality.
instructions. You're paying for the easy to follow instructions with Lego.
Yeah,
I see.
My gosh,
I like that.
do they like some of the dollar store sets have the most vague, hard to follow instructions, and like the pieces don't go nicely together.
ooh, that sounds annoying.
That would be frustrating to me.
Like it feels like you're doing illegal building techniques.
It's like, this can't
With-
be the code.
Yeah,
Bert, I had to
really
get
does feel
6
like that.
stitches above my eye.
I saw a picture.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Yeah, it fucked me
mom
up.
my mom likes to share information.
Every time I see Bert's
Yeah.
mom, she shows me the exact same picture of Bert every single time. She's like, okay, me. I'm like, I don't care.
Look at my little cute baby. He's so adorable.
Why does she do that?
Why is he
It's the
single
same
still?
fucking picture too. Is the weird part. Like, it's
You
not.
don't- it's just-
You'd think like
you know
maybe
why,
if,
though?
if it was a different one, like at least that would make sense. Even though I still don't care. At least like, but why are you showing me the same picture every time?
It's
You know.
because I don't let her take a lot of pictures of me, so she doesn't have a lot of options to show.
I don't want to see any pictures of you.
Classic.
It's just annoying.
Oh, man.
Anyway,
All right, well,
yeah.
I think
Would
that
annoy me
wraps
too.
anything up. Let's do our estimations though right now. What are you estimating to rank Venom the Last Dance at? I'm going
I'll
with a
go
4.
first.
I'm thinking 4.
Okay, 4. I'm going 3.
I'm going 5.
Wow, that's
Bert, you're setting your
Gener-
expectations high.
5, 4, 3. Bert, Bish, and me.
That's kind of
Okay.
crazy, Bert. That's a high rolling one.
Yeah, that is high. He's expecting it to be better than Let There Be Carnage and maybe on par with the original. So
I think it's going to be on par with Carnage.
I don't know. I think it's
which
gonna
I
suck.
also
but
give a 4.
we'll have to wait and see. We'll let you guys know next time what we actually thought of the movie in our review, and when we give our final scores next week. So
it's a short ep,
Yeah.
but next one will probably be long.
shorty but a goodie.
It's okay.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see everybody next time. Please rejoin us for our review.
See ya.
Keep it salty.